Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for joining me and welcome. And if you're not, welcome back. Alright, so today's video I'm going to be reviewing the new Rimmel London Stay Matte Concealers. I'm super excited to be reviewing these because first of all, they have new concealers and they extended their shade range. You guys, I'm really excited about that because if you guys are familiar with my channel or if you've seen my other Rimmel London videos, complexion has not been their strong suit, and so the fact that they kind of revamped this line and extended the shades, so I'm really excited about that and just being able to try out these concealers. And who doesn't love new concealers? Who doesn't love affordable concealers? So yes, I'm super excited. So I'm gonna stop rambling and let's just jump to this video. Let's just jump to it. I already primed and did my foundation off camera, so I had to put Beyonce on hold real quick because we got to get this video out. Alright, so I have the shade Honey, the shade Bronze, and then I have Sable. So the shade that I'm going to first take is Honey, which I feel like would be a really good highlighting color. And I'm not going to take it past the corner of my eye. Whenever I highlight, I never like to take it past, like, this is a little bit past it, but I never like to take it too far this way because then it'll start to run into my contour and then that's when it starts to look too muddy. A little bit of specs on this concealer. It is a long wear formula. It conceals and hides dark circles and imperfections while controlling shine for up to 24 hours. So far the color seems, I'm fooling with the color. I like it because I don't like to do anything too bright when I'm highlighting. I like it to be like a natural kind of color. And next I'm going to be taking my damp beauty blender and I'm going to begin to blend this out. I like to do my chin and my forehead first and let this let underneath my eyes dry down a little bit more because I want this area to be more I want this area to be fuller coverage. So far with the whole blending process, I do feel like this concealer isn't as full coverage as I would like it to be or what I thought it would be. I feel like it is more on the medium side, which isn't bad. I feel like it's on the buildable side more so than not, I guess. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and go back in with Honey, and I'm just going to add a little bit more right in here, because I did find that when I was blending out that my sponge was picking up more than I would like it to. As far as the texture of the concealer, I do like it. It seems like it's blending out pretty well. I am getting a little bit of creasing, just like right off the bat. It's kind of moving a little bit, but we're gonna see once we lock it in with a little bit of powder. All right, for my translucent powder, I'm gonna be taking my Huda Beauty translucent powder in Banana Bread. So for my bronzer, I have this Rimmel London Stay Matte powder, and this is in the shade Toffee. She's an all over face powder, but I think it's going to be a little too dark for me, so I'm going to use this to kind of bronze up my face. I like this color. Definitely think this would be too dark for like an all over face powder, but so far for a bronzer, I am fooling with it. I like it. Now, after all of those powders and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and take my rose water from Garnier and just give my face a little mist. Alright, so Rimmel also released some new blushes. I have 3 of them right here. Alright, so this one is called Third Base, which is like a peachy tone blush. Next we have Wild Card, which is a really nice pink kind of berry blush. And then I also have Rendezvous, which is like a kind of darker berry color. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with Wild Card. Wild Card seems like right up my alley, nothing too harsh. I have had a chance to play with this blush, and it's very pretty and very buildable. So I really, really like their blushes, and they're very pigmented as well. Blush really be setting off looks. Like, I used to not be a blush girl, and I don't know why, but I finally came to my senses, and child, hello. I didn't receive any new highlight colors, so I'm just gonna finish off my face and add some glow. I'm gonna be taking my Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm gonna be taking Summer in Bronze. And we're just going to use this to add a little bit of glow. And then to finish that off, I'm going to be taking the Rimmel London Stay Matte Setting Spray. And then I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of gloss. I'm going to take their Stay Glossy Lip Gloss. It's a really pretty nude. And this is in Nonstop Glamour. Alright you guys, so I finished off my face very just, you know, natural, and just, you know, I wanted to keep the focus on the concealer. I didn't want to do nothing too crazy to get you guys all, you know, distracted. But my thoughts on this concealer, I felt personally like honey was the perfect shade for me. I don't like to go in too light with my concealer, so I feel like this was like the perfect like 1 to 2 shades lighter. As far as the coverage, I do feel like the coverage was more on the medium side, and I like my concealers to be full coverage because baby, we got these little bags underneath and I don't got time for that. So I do wish that this was a little bit fuller coverage, but a quick fix for that is just letting your concealer dry down a little bit, not too much, because it is a mattifying concealer and you don't want to let it dry to the point where it's hard to blend out. So I would just let it dry for a little bit and then blend it out. One thing I didn't like is how much product my sponge absorbed. Typically it doesn't absorb too much, and I felt like it was absorbing a lot because it just felt like every time I would blend it away, it was just kind of taken away. So, and it could be because I did not let the concealer dry down how I usually do. This concealer retails for about $6, $5.49 if we're being specific, which I feel like is a good price point when it comes to drugstore concealers. Most of my favorite concealers range between $7 to $8 at the drugstore, so $6, I mean, you can't really beat that. I do feel like I'm getting a little bit of cracking underneath my lower lash line, and I personally feel like that is due to the amount of mattifying products I used today. I went in with the Stay Matte primer, and then I went in with a mattifying foundation, and then on top of that I went in with the Stay Matte concealer. So if I were to change anything, I would just change my primer to a more moisturizing, you know, primer and a more moisturizing base, and then I would just keep everything the same because that's typically what I do. But this whole mattifying primer situation, for me personally, that's not my favorite. That's not my jam. That's not my thing. So that's one thing that I would change, and I feel like that would prevent that kind of cracking underneath my lower lash line. Other than that, I am not mad at this concealer. I give it about a B-, which is pretty good when it comes to drugstore concealers. I just personally wish that it had more coverage, because when it comes to like my concealer, that's one thing I'm like, I want full coverage concealer, especially because I got these designer bags, baby, and don't nobody got time for, you know, thin concealers. But like I said, you can definitely work with this concealer. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know my thoughts on this new concealer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.